Hello dear students. So today we are going to start the beginning of Maurya rebellion. So as you have seen up to the last classes, we have studied the causes of the Maurya rebellion. So uh, in this part we are going to study how the Maurya rebellion took place, okay, in different phases, okay, that brought the downfall of the Ahom monarchy, okay. So as we have seen, there were many causes, different kind of causes, okay, socio-economic causes, religious causes, okay, in igniting the Maurya rebellion. So what was the last, or what was the main cause that had fired up the rebellion, that we will see here, okay. So I think you know the name Kirtichandra Borborua. Okay, he was one of the most powerful Ahom official during that time. So what kind of activities he has done towards the Mauryaas, that Mauryaas had tried to take revenge. Okay, so Kirtichandra Borborua, actually at first, okay, he was a disciple of the Dihing Satra, and from the uh, beginning, this Dihing Satra and the Maurya Satra, both the Mayamara Satra, both the Satras were in disputes with each other. Okay, they were in dispute with each other. So this Kirtisandra Borborua, once there is an event, okay, he was riding in a boat with Ahom King Lakshmi Singha, and they were passing by the Mayamara Satra, and the Satradhikar of that Satra, okay, he paid respect to the king, okay, but he ignored Kirtisandra Borborua. So Kirtisandra Borborua's ego was insulted. So he decided to humiliate the uh, Mayamara Satra's people, the disciples of Mayamara Satra, or anyone from the Mayamara Satra. He wanted to take any chance to insult them. So let us see how, what kind of incidents took place in this regard. So few months later, what happened, uh, two disciples of this Mayamara Satra, okay, they were Moran people, and they came to the Ahom royal palace with the tax, annual tax, to pay the annual tax, and that annual tax was a herd of elephants. So Kirtichandra Borborua had tried to find out many faults, okay, that he tried to insult them, and also he beat them, or beat Ragha Moran, and the incident that took place was, the scariest one was that Naharkhora Saikya's ears were cut off. Okay, so this incident was really a sad incident for the Mayamaras. So these disciples of the Mayamara Satra, they went back to their gurus, and what they have done, they have asked their guru, they have requested, okay, took permission from their guru for a revolt, open rebellion, okay. And even the guru, the Mahanta, okay, he thought that this was the right time, this would be the right time to wage a revolt against the Ahom monarchy. So what we have seen up to here, that in the medieval period, during the Ahom period, like our period here, this kind of revolts or rebellion were not unnatural, this was natural, okay. Although during the time of Pratap Singha, Rudra Singha, okay, uh, Gadadhar Singha, what happened? Even though people were dissatisfied with them, even though people were not satisfied with their system of governance, also they did not dare to revolt against these rulers. They were really very powerful. Although people were not satisfied, they did not dare to revolt. But now, after Rudra Singha, after the rule of Rudra Singha in the later period, what happened? The Ahom monarchy was becoming weak, okay. The rulers were not that much powerful like them, so the officers, the ministers of the rulers, they were trying to gain importance, they were trying to gain more power, like Kirtisandra Borborua, as we have studied here. So what happened, this was facilitating the Moria rebellion. Okay, this had ultimately facilitated the Moria rebellion. So in the first phase, how it has started, so at up to here we have seen that now the Moria rebellion will start openly. Okay, how they will attack the Ahom monarchy, we will see that here. Okay, so in the first phase, now we are seeing the events. In the first phase, what happened? First of all, when the Mauryaas were gathering their soldiers, okay, at least 7,000 soldiers they gathered to attack the Ahom monarchy. Their main motive was to end up the Ahom rule. Okay, so once what happened, a group of people, royal, they were Ahom rulers people, okay, a group, they were entering the Moran inhabited area to collect timber on behalf of the ruler. Okay, so this group was attacked by the Mayamara rebels. Okay, this group was attacked. So in response to it, the king also, the ruler also dispatched 2,000 soldiers, but these royal uh, soldiers, the soldiers from the ruler's side, were defeated by the Mauryaas. So again what happened, this defeat has encouraged them, this defeat of the royal side has encouraged the Mauryaas. They also now tried more and more Mauryas, more and more disciples of the Satra, more people had joined the rebellion now. Now their numbers have also increased to a great extent. Now what the ruler did, the Ahom ruler Lakshmi Singha, what he did, he had now dispatched at least 14,000 soldiers to defeat to or quell the Maurya rebellion. So now what happened again, because by this time the Mauryas number had increased. Now this time also the royal soldiers who were deployed under the commandership of Harnam Bhitorwal Phukon, they also were being defeated by the Mauryaas. This was the second defeat again. Now Mauryaas, this rebels has gained more courage, more confidence also, and by this time you will see that they are coming towards the capital now. Okay, they are crossing the Saraidio hills and coming towards the capital to attack the capital. Okay, to capture the capital. And in the meantime, the people in the capital, the ruler, his officials, they were trying to flee from here. Flee to where? Guwahati. Okay, that in history when you find the name, it is Guwahati, and you have to write in that way, not the present name Guwahati. Okay, so they were trying to fly away to, that is not exactly flying on, obviously by boat they will go to Guwahati. That means they were trying to escape themselves. Okay, so but they couldn't. The Mauryas by that time arrived the capital. They have captured them all. Okay, the ruler was in captive in the Joydol. Okay, then the officers Kirti Chandra Borborua and other officers were in imprisonment, where in the elephant stables where elephants were kept, there they were imprisoned. Okay, so now what happened, the capital was, Ahom capital was in whose hands? The Mauryas. Capital was captured, king was in captive, the officials were imprisoned. Now Ahom throne, who will be in the throne now, because the ruler is already in captive? Who will be in the throne? The Mauryas, what they did, they had established the son of Nahar Khura, that is it might be Ramananda also, or it is Ramakanta. Both the names are given in your book, so you can write either names, it will be correct. Okay, so Ramakanta was established on the throne, he was made the ruler. And who was the Borborwa? That is the officer. The Borborwa is a official post. Okay, it is a office royal official post. The post name is Borborwa. Who was the Borborwa now? Ragha Moran was the Borborwa. Okay, so what we have seen up to here, now who is in the monarchy, who is in the rule? The Mauryas were in the rule, but it is for a while, it is only for a little while. So when they were in the rule, it was before the starting of the rebellion itself. The Satradhikar, the Mahanta, he has already suggested that there would be no change in the system of governance. So they have kept in mind, according to this, they have they did not change the system of governance, and but some unpopular activities they have done, like they were compelling everyone to join the Mayamara Satra, okay, as disciples. They were compelling everyone, and the all the Mayamaras, all the Mayamariyas, they were given higher posts. That is another thing, they were given higher posts. And those Ahom officers, those who were guilty, those who were found guilty of oppressing the Mauryaas, they were killed. So what happened now? The Mauryaas, they were now indulged in some unpopular activities, and one situation, okay, took place, like they were fighting for power among themselves, okay, among the Mauryaas only. Now they were fighting for power, okay, to acquire the main royal power. There was a fight among the Maurya itself. So this situation was an advantage of for those supporters of the Ahom monarchy. So what they did, the supporters of the Ahom monarchy, taking the advantage of this situation, because they were already, the Mauryaas were already disunited, okay, they were fighting among themselves. So this was the time when the Ahom supporters, what they did, they had taken the advantage, and they took help of the Manipuri prince Kuranganayani, okay, to kill the main leaders or to dethrone the main ruler who was in the throne. Ramakanta, okay, Naharkhora's son, he was killed, okay. Then Ramakanta was killed. Then Raghamaran was also killed. Now the Ahom ruler who was in captive, Lakshmi Singha, he was brought back and restored to the throne. Understood? So this was a little this was for a little period that Mauryaas were in the throne. So now what happened? Lakshmi Singha has been restored to the throne. So this was the first phase of the Maurya rebellion, and in this way it came to an end, okay. In this way the first phase came to an end. More phases will come, we will see in our next classes. So what we have seen, it was because of the accumulated causes we have studied before, and some oppressive activities of the Ahom monarchy, that the Maurya rebellion had to take place, okay. So now we will see at the board what we have studied today. Today we have discussed subtopic 3.3, the beginning of the Maurya rebellion, and 3.4, the events of the Maurya rebellion and its first phase, okay. So what we have studied here, mainly we have known about Kirti Chandra Borbarua. He was a powerful Ahom official, okay. That incident we have studied. What incident? That his ego was insulted. First of all, we have already known that he was the disciple of which Satra? Dihing, okay, Dihing Satra, and they had dispute with which Satra? Maurya Satra. So his ego was insulted, in which incident, when Lakshmi Singha and him were on a boat ride, and they were passing by the Mayamara Satra. So in this incident, what happened? Lakshmi Singha was paid respect, but by the Satradhikar, but not him. He was ignored, okay. That was an insulting phase for him. So what happened? The revenge he wanted to take was a very humiliating one, okay. He wanted to humiliate them very badly. So few months later, what happened? When they were visiting the royal palace to pay the annual tax, but the Naharkhora and Raghamoran, okay, they were from Moran, they were the Moran disciples of Mayamara Satra. What incident happened? The ears were cut off, his ears were cut off, and Raghamoran was beaten badly. So they went to their guru asking for open rebellion. So thinking it to be the best period for the rebellion, the guru also gave a call, okay, call to all disciples for rebellion. So let us see now what other things we have studied. In the first phase, what happened in 1769? Mayamayas, they gathered almost about 7,000 soldiers, and first of all they attacked the group who entered the Moran inhabiting area, okay, to collect timber on behalf of the Ahom ruler. So Ahom ruler again, what he did, as his persons were attacked, he deployed 2,000 soldiers, okay, to attack the Mauryaas, but these 2,000 soldiers were defeated. Okay, so later on Ahom ruler again, what happened, he deployed 14,000 soldiers, dispatched 14,000 soldiers, okay. By this time, when one defeat of Ahom ruler, already the Mauryaas more were gathering, more soldiers were gathered, okay, more numbers increased. So by this time 14,000 soldiers were dispatched, okay, under Harnam Bhitorwal Phukan as commander, okay. Harnam Bhitorwal Phukan as commander. But what happened, they were also defeated. This is the second defeat of the Ahoms, okay. They were also defeated, and the commander was taken prisoner, okay. So later on, what happened, after that two defeat, okay, there are two victories, that means Maurya's victories and Ahom defeat. They crossed Sarajevo hills, they captured Ahom capital, and by this time they were trying to flee to Guwahati, but they were captured. The Ahom ruler was imprisoned in Joydol, and Ahom officials, okay, Kirti Chandra and other officials were imprisoned and kept in where elephant stables, okay. So as Ahom capital was captured, they were in captive. Who was the ruler who was restored, who was established in the throne? Ramakanta, the son of Naharkhara, and Ragha Moran became the Borborua, okay. So as now the Mauryaas were in rule, as per the instruction or the suggestion of the Satrathikar, there should be no change in the form of government, okay. It was kept like this, and all high posts were given to Mauryaas, and those Ahom officials, those who were guilty in oppressing the Mauryaas, they were killed, okay. And some unpopular activities of the Maurya is that they compel the people to become disciple of the Maurya Satra, and these incidents, this kind of incidents, what happened, made the Mauryas unpopular among their subjects. So one incident, so one particular situation, like when the Mauryas were fighting for power among themselves, okay, this situation was a advantage for the Ahom supporters. So taking this advantage of the situation, they took help from the Manipuri princess Kuranga Nayani, okay. By taking help from the Manipuri princess, what they did, they killed this Borborua, Ragha Moran, and Ramakanta was also murdered. So who was restored again? Lakshmi Singha was restored to the throne. So in this way, the first phase of the Maurya rebellion came to an end. So in our next class, we are going to study our next subtopic, the second phase of the Maurya rebellion. Thank you so much.